Hey guys, welcome to the post market report. And as you can see in front of me, I have the Nifty chart on a daily time frame. And in yesterday's video as well, I mentioned, we have a huge hammer, but that doesn't mean that it will go. It's not near a very good support zone, right? As I've mentioned on a daily time frame, when I zoom out, you'll get a bigger picture. So this is where we have the perfect level at 23,000 and 300 to 200 levels. Until market hits that particular zone, we will not be able to see a one-sided momentum. For us, price action trader, that's what is needed. So next off, but on the bank nifty on the other hand, right, like I've mentioned in yesterday's video, it was trading near major support zones. So clearly it had broken it yesterday, and I'd also mentioned, if it continues to move downwards, then it's officially in the downward trajectory. And clearly in today's market also we noticed the same thing. Bank nifty was actually comparatively much weaker compared to nifty. So as you can see, even that has kept us with a bit of a confusion here, because it is closed with a good hammer again near way below resistance. So guys, yeah, I would honestly suggest everyone who's watching this video to be cautious and take only those high probability trades in bank nifty and nifty. But nifty will be, I myself I'm waiting for it to hit this particular level. If I open it on a 15-minute time frame, you'll actually notice that currently it has formed a small feeble support. Like I mentioned before, whenever there's a bigger support very close to like in today's nifty's chart, I will not be paying much attention to this particular support zone that it has created around 23,400 to 500 zone. What I'm really looking forward to as a price action trader is this level, because this gives me a lot of faith, a lot of confidence to go long, or if it breaks that, it gives me a lot of faith to take a short trade over there. So next of the main news of the day is actually the FMCG sector. As you can see, Colgate, Marico, basically every other FMCG stock out there had given a very good amount of return today. And in front of me I have the index FMCG index chart as well. As you can see, in the morning we saw a huge source in the whole sector itself, but we did mention a bit of we did notice a bit of a profit booking by the end of the market. Basically, the buzz in the FMCG sector comes after CLSA. I have mentioned this in my every video. Whenever investment banking, foreign, especially foreign brokerage firms or investment banking companies like CLSA give a brokerage report, that will affect a lot in in whichever stock they have given a buy or a sell rating. And this actually comes not on a particular stock but an entire sector itself. And they predict that in 2025 the biggest overweighted sector in India is the FMCG sector. And maybe I do understand the thought process behind it, but see, we have a very low base effect when it comes to the FMCG sector. What I mean by, even though the entire market, overall markets have gone up, FMCG has always been that sector that never outperforms anything else. It's a relatively slow sector on any given day. And not to mention, due to the inflation data over the last couple of months, right, the inflation data has been increasing only because of the food and inflation data. So clearly, if there's any positive impact, if government is able to curb those food prices and the inflation data comes out, clearly because of the low base effect, it will have a very positive impact. So maybe that has something to do with it. So basically CLS has given a good overweight basically for the entire FMCG sector. And we can see that impact in basically every FMCG related stock. As you can see, right, Marico is up about 5%, Colgate is up by 3%, Godrej Consumer is up by like 2%. So clearly, if you do own any of those shares, like, let me know down below in the comment section. So next off, we have the upcoming budget. Budget is usually around February 1st. So clearly there are a lot of speculations on what might happen and what might not happen. And inflation is one of the main thing that is being considered. Like I just mentioned in the previous slide as well, the inflation is mainly driven by the food inflation. So this is a key concern before the actual budget take place. So next off, we have stocks like SFS, Navin Flooring, and they have gone up by a huge amount today, like each up about 10 to 14%. And this basically comes because all these be it a fridge or a air conditioner or a ventilation, they all use some sort of a gas. And apparently, according to a US distributor, there is going to be a serious shortage of these gases. So clearly all the stocks in Indian sector which actually work with this gas, they've gone up, like SRF and Navin Flooring. That's a very unique thing that I've noticed in today's market. Okay, next up we have Hathway, which actually went up by 8% because of the quarterly results. And this comes as a surprise, because the net profit is down about 61% it's down to just 13 crores, and yet their revenue has gone up to 35 to 36 crore. And most importantly, the main reason, even with a bad result, the stock is going up because their user base, active subscribers, is actually gone up by a huge amount from 8.8 million to 9.5 million, and that has a very positive impact on the stock. As you can see, opened with a gap up and still went very hard and closed around 9%. So next we have Kalyan Jewelers, which is falling again very weird compared to what is happening in Hathway, right? Because Kalyan Jewelers came out today, like every other company, they are giving their quarter three updates. So this is not the quarter three results, but it's just an update that they have to mandatorily give at the start of every year, start of every quarter actually. So now it mentions that they had a great quarter because of all the festivals. A lot of people apparently bought gold. So even with all of that, the stock is underperforming ahead of its quarterly results. As you can see, it's one of those things that you can't easily I would say understand, because even with the good results, there's a chance that the stock might fall, and that's what's happening with Kalyan Jewelers.
If you're a trader following market calls and tips for day trading, use our tool RNT, Research and Trade. All you have to do is link RNT to your trading account, then just sit and relax. Turn trading into business at app.gwcindia.live. Check out description for more details.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.